if you know it though.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. All set to go, we take you to the first hole. Stepping up to the first tee, Frank, what are some keys to be thinking about at this point?
Really got to pick a decent target. Really focus in on that. Don't really worry about left and right. Nice, good full swing. Slow, if anything, off the first tee.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Frank, now the second shot here at the par 4 opening hole. What are we looking at?
Well, with a short iron in hand, Rich, I mean, you just go flag hunting straight out of the gate. It's a generous green.
This is a good-looking shot. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So with that birdie, moves to 1 under for the tournament. So Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Eagle. Oh, that's close though.
This has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly. And you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. These putts keep the round together. Here's the leaderboard, and Ricky Fowler just 3 shots behind now, Frank.
Yeah, the boy from Marietta, California, making a little bit of a move.
We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, looks well poised actually to have a very good round today.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Pretty good shot right there. And getting ready for the putt.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Just a couple of feet. Running a little hot right now. Cool down just a little bit. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Set now for the second shot, par 4, 5th.
Just be aware of where the flag is. If it's cut in that front section, you definitely want to carry the front of the green. The hole is a little more difficult when they start to push that flag in the back left. You can see it narrow up there.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. That's an important birdie right there, into the top 5 on this leaderboard.
Well, there's so much at stake this week, Rich.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 6th hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow net. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Just a beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, very impressive and on the move right now. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need 2 of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big.
Huge, with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection has been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Rich, how can you leave an eagle putt short?
Well, you can't. I mean, that's
The
embarrassing.
you can leave a par putt, birdie putt, an eagle putt.
Might want to just shut the game down. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. You just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. 8-foot putt here. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
Frank, as we get set now for this second shot to the par 5 ninth, what are the options for the player?
The biggest thing to take into account, Rich, is just the general terrain in front, because you can always use that to your advantage. I know the green pitches from left to right. You've got two choices. Just sort of aim it a little bit left, let it kick down the hill, or just try and sort of turn it back towards the flag.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second nine.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Good looking shot right here. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
He has given this one the full treatment. perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. This from 7 feet. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Lining this one up for par.
Just whittling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Well, Frank, certainly a chance to make a 3 here, but there's also a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, like a few of the greens on this golf course, if you just miss that target there, the ball has a tendency to run off in a different direction. Anything left of the flag here,
All right, eagle.
towards the left, could even kick into that bunker.
It's close though.
Shot almost in. Just a tap in to finish the hole. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Thirteenth hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, would be go.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet. And he has it for birdie. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Pretty stout second shot here at the par 4 15th. And Frank, what's the right way to shape this one?
It's actually one of the few shots you'd probably want to hit left to right. Notice the entry of the green is more on that left side of the green. Green does pitch back to the player as well, so maybe a little cut in here for a change. This is like cyber vision, shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Now to the second shot here at the 16th, and Frank, what's ahead?
Minimally uphill, but it actually plays uphill. The reason why is because all that front section of the green rolls back towards the player. So you've got to carry the ball all the way to the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to minus 11 on the day. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here in the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Count that for a birdie. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
Excellent looking shot here. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
How about that terrific approach shot setting up a makeable eagle putt? Under on the day. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Naruto. Over and out.